gym where the Little Cyclones host the Des Moines North Polar Bears. North is coached by Chad Elches and assistant coach Jason Brennan. And now, here is your starting lineup for the Polar. Ames High is coached by Vance Downs and assistant coach Kerry Justman. And now, here is your starting lineup for Ames. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 22, James Taves. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 32, David Newey. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 30, Ryan Cadis. At forward, a 6'3 junior, number 40, Austin Arnott. At center, a 6'10 senior, number 54, Ross Marsden. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem, performed tonight by Ames High Junior, Tricia Stubbs.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what's upon the hill and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous light o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the walls bursting again, gave proof through the night that our flag was still waved. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
James Taves at the guard. Ryan Cadis getting a start tonight. Number 30, he's in the backcourt. David Newey, Austin Arnott, I believe switching numbers a little bit tonight. David wearing number 32 starting tonight. Austin wearing number 40 also in the starting lineup tonight. And of course in the middle tonight getting the start for the Little Cyclones, number 54, Ross Marsden. Starting for North tonight, we have number 11, Raynell Parrish, number 30, Sharon Wells, number 32, Gotlock Dang in the lineup tonight, number 35, Ronnie Brown, and number 50, Dominique Parrish. Getting ready for the opening tip here this game. It looks like it will be Ross Marsden against Parrish. And we are set for the opening tip. Tip is up and controlled by Parrish. Back in the backcourt to James Taves. Taves gives it to Newey into the front court. Now off to Cadis. Back to Taves. Three-pointer, left wing, up and good. Good start for James Taves, knocking down the three. Right back comes North now. Ronnie Brown with the basketball. Gives it to Dang on the right wing. Dang tries to get it inside to Parrish. Now does. Parrish loses the handle on it. Controlled by Ross Marsden of Ames. Into the front court now comes Marsden. He has the ball. Gives it off to Newey on the left side. Now Arnott. Arnott looking inside to Marsden. He gets almost tackled inside, but recovers, puts up the shot. Up and good for Ross.
Not sure there how they could not call at least a jump ball or not. Marsden went up and down this ball.
Looks like we're in for another physical contest in the boys matchup tonight. Number 30, Sharon Wells' shot is off the mark. Rebound controlled by Arnott. Into the front court for Ames. Cadis now with the ball on the right wing. Gives it back to Arnott. Back to Taves. Taves puts it on the floor now. Back to Cadis. Cadis to Arnott in the corner. Picks up his dribble and has the ball knocked out of bounds. Apparently last touched by Austin. It'll go back to the North Polar Bears.
Apparently, Arnott got that rebound on the last defensive possession. Excellent athletic rebound. Really got up the board.
North with the ball back into the front court. That was Parrish, Raynell Parrish with it. And gives it to Dang. Dang now to Ronnie Brown, top of the key. Puts the ball on the floor. Gives it off in the court to Wells. Wells now with it on the floor. Drives the lane. Athletic shot in the lane. Little teardrop jumper. No good. Rebound tapped around and controlled by Cadis. Cadis under some pressure. Gives it off to Taves, who moves it to Newey into the front court. Back to Tays now. 5-0 Ames. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Arnaud with it on the baseline. Drives in. Strong move by Austin. Lays it up and in.
Nice shot there by Austin Arnaud. That's what he wanted last time. The ball knocked away from him. Looks like if he can keep working that baseline, he'll have a nice night.
Ames up by a touchdown in the early going. 7-0. And here comes David Newey taking away pass. He'll go all the way to the left field and lay it in.
Timeout, North.
Here for the Polar Bears, calling one over. Not liking this.
He is averaging about double. He's averaging in double digits, leading the way for the North Polar Bears. Back into action now is Gotlock Dang with the ball on the left wing. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Brown. Brown, a long three-pointer off the rim. Rebound taken down by Arnaud. I think he did. Sailor Township at least. And we have an over-the-back call. Arnaud did not get his feet established in the front court before catching that pass, and it goes back to North. Did you like that over and back call better?
That was a much better over and back call. 3 points was the rule, and that time it was right.
9-0 your score, coming up on 5.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Brown with it, leaves it off to Dominique Parrish. Now back to Brown. Brown on the right side to Wells. Still looking for their first basket is North. Parrish on the floor, gives it up to Brown, left side, three-pointer, good.
Three-pointer for Ronnie Brown.
Good job by Reynold Parrish on the penetration to find it as well. And Austin Arnaud gets the ball in the lane. He was fouled as he dives for the basket. I think that's going to be on Dang. It is. It is his first
Fouls on
team foul.
Dang, his first.
And Ames will trigger it in under their own basket. 9-3 your score. 5:16 to go in the first quarter. Newey looking for some help. Gets it inside. All along there was Austin Arnaud. He puts it up and in.
That wide open there.
Dominique Parrish with the ball now, gives it off to Wells. Wells, teardrop jumper, well short, air ball. Arnaud with another rebound. Tays gets it right up ahead, working inside to Ross Marsden. Marsden puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
Marsden getting that shot up deep, it's give himself a chance for a 3-point play.
Fouls on Parrish, his first.
Foul charge
Marsden
to
shooting
Dominique
one.
Parrish. That is his first, second team foul. Ross Marsden trying to convert the old-fashioned. Marsden's free throw rattles in and gets the friendly roll. And he's got 5 points, and it's a 11-point Little Cyclone lead already, 14-3 in favor of Ames. Triplet with the ball running to the point now for North. Now gives it back to Ronnie Brown. Brown to Dang on the left side. Puts it on the floor after a ball fake. Pass to Parrish. Got away from him, but he recovers. Thought about a three, but doesn't think he can shoot that three over Ross Marsden. And he gives it back to Triplet. Triplet to Dang. Three-pointer of his own. Gets every bit of the rim, and now the net.
Getlock Dang for three.
Nice shot there by Getlock Dang. Gets North on the board once again. 14-6 now your score in favor of Ames. Tays gives it to Newey in the corner. Newey back to Tays. Now to Cadis. Now to Arnaud, his favorite spot on the baseline. Finds Newey with a pass. Shot up. No good, but fouled. David Newey will go to the line for two.
Good look there by Austin Arnaud, finding David Newey wide open. He takes left on the kick.
Fouls on Ronnie Brown.
That foul goes to Ronnie Brown. That is his first, the third on the team.
David Newey shooting two.
David Newey will shoot a pair of free throws for the Little Cyclones. Ames getting set to go to their bench as well. First free throw, final left-hander, no good. And we've got for the shooter. And we will have that chance now as the second free throw is good by Newey. Newey now has 3 points and the lead is 50-6. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Little Cyclones. Ronnie Brown with the ball in the backcourt, now into the front court. Tried to get it back on a give and go, but good defense there by Ryan Cadis. Kept the ball out of his hands. Now he does get it back. Drives in. Dang open for a three-pointer on the left side and got it. Smooth shot by Gatlock Dang. 2 threes in the early going, and it's a 15-9 game as Gilmore was in trouble there in the backcourt. Now gets it in to the full half for the Little Cyclones. Cadis with it on the right side. Pulls up for a jumper, blocked away by Dang, and he slaps it out of bounds. Cheerleader traded her pom-pom for it. Threw the pom-pom onto the court, made a nice catch of the ball, and it will stay with possession for the Little Cyclones. Gilmore set to trigger it in on the baseline. Needs some help, now gets it to Cadis. Inside, now to Bunker. Back to Cadis on the right wing. Now back to Bunker on the skip pass. Gilmore has it, now back to Cadis. Working it around the perimeter, trying to find something inside all the Little Cyclones. Now they get it back to Bunker on the left. He puts the ball on the floor. And we're going to have a foul on the floor on North.
Fouls on
Sharon Wells picking up his first foul. Fourth team foul already on North as David Litweiler checks in, Nick Litweiler that is, checks in for the Little Cyclones. Shot on the way, that was by Gilmore, no good. Litweiler already getting into the action, his offensive rebound no good. Marsden right there for the putback, no good as well. Marsden gets it back again, that one is up and good. Crashing the offensive boards are the Little Cyclones, and it pays off there in the basket for Ross Marsden. 17-9 your score, under 3 to go into the first quarter. Shot on the way. Looks like Sharon Wells gets his first basket. And the lead now 17-11 in favor of the Little Cyclones as North showing a little backcourt pressure. Ames able to break that, and now getting it into the front court is Jordan Gilmore. 17-11 your score, coming up on 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Once again, seeing a much more competitive start to this game. Cadis, three-pointer right side, no good. Marsden able to tip the rebound to Litweiler. He puts it on the floor. Nice move with the right hand up and in. 19-11 now your score, back out to an 8-point advantage for the Little Cyclones. Into the front court, another three from Deng. This one no good. Rebound taken down by Ryan Cadis of the Little Cyclones. Coming up now on 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Cadis with the ball, skips it to Bunker. Bunker now to Marsden. Marsden back to Cadis. The Cyclones moving the ball well in their offensive sets, showing a lot of patience on the offensive end. Bunker has it now. Back to Gilmore. It was wide open for three. Passed it up, gave it to Cadis. Now back to Marsden in the lane. 14-footer good.
Assist from Cadis.
Nice touch on the 14-footer from Marsden. Already 9 points for him in the ball game, and it is a 10-point lead, 21-11 in favor of the Little Cyclones. Putting on the floor now is Wells. His shot up in the lane is good. Nice move there by Sharon Wells to put the ball on the floor in the lane, pull up for the short jumper, and knock it down. Gilmore now showing a little bit of that press. Looks like a zone press that North is putting on now, a little about a three-quarter court press. Ames is able to break it, gets it into the front court to Litweiler. Now to Bunker on the left side. Now Gilmore puts it on the floor. No look pass to Cadis in the corner. Thought about the three, gives it up. Pass almost too tall even for Ross Marsden, but he corrals it, keeps it alive. Now back to Bunker. Now Gilmore, that is, he takes that wide open three, and he makes that wide open three. Jordan Gilmore knocks down his first bucket of the night. 24-13, under a minute to go in the first quarter. And as we come back, we got a foul. Don't count the basket, says the official. We have a foul on the floor on Ames. That's on Cadis, Ryan Cadis, his first. First team is James Tays, replaces, looks like Bunker. Back into the game comes James Tays for the Little Cyclones. And Raynell Parrish also back into the game for North. He gives it to Ronnie Brown on the left side. Now back up to Wells. Wells puts it on the floor, looking to dribble against Marsden, pulls up for another jumper. This one short. Just the presence of Ross Marsden there changed that shot, made it a little short. Didn't even have a hand up and got some change on that one as we head toward 20 seconds left in the quarter. 24-13 your score. Ames going to be content to hold for one last shot here in the first quarter. Moving into a little four corners offense now with the Little Cyclones as Jordan Gilmore holds it out as we head under 10 seconds. Now tries to get it inside to, Nick Litweiler got caught there. Gatlock Deng went up for tried to pick off that long skip pass, and Litweiler gave him a little shove in the back. He was still on the floor. He got caught for the foul. That is his first, the second on the team. Brown lets the ball go in, gets it to the basket. At the buzzer, a fantastic move by Ronnie Brown to lay it up and in at the buzzer. Cutting it to a 9-point lead, 24-14 after 1 quarter of play. You're listening to Ames High Little Cyclone Basketball, 1430 KASI. The ball on the floor and the official counting before North had broken their huddle. They now do get the ball into the hands of Ronnie Brown. His three-pointer off the mark. And back with the rebound is Ross Marsden for the Little Cyclones. Got to pay attention over there. The refs will start without you. Into the Ames offensive set now come the Little Cyclones. James Tays left all alone on the left side. Three-pointer. Air ball, but right there is Austin Arnott. I give Tays an assist for that one.
Assist from Tays.
Arnott lays it up and in. 26-15 now your score in favor of Ames. That is Wells, I believe, with it there in the lane and got caught taking steps, turning it right back over to the little Cyclones. The shot pass by James Tays. They're showing a little bit of that pressure again. Ames able to break it. Tays thought about a three, now picks up his dribble and gives it back to Gilmore on the top of the key. Gilmore, Newey, Marsden, Tays, and Arnott on the floor. Tays left all alone again. You cannot leave him that wide open. And he'll make you pay like he did right there. 2 threes for James Tays, 29-15 to score.
A lot of three-point shooting going on in this game so far.
Dang with the ball on the left side. Now gives it off to Triplett in the lane. Had his shot blocked by Jordan Gilmore. Sharon Wells gets it back and puts it up and in. He's got 6. Gilmore now walks it up, gives it to Newey against that north pressure. Now still in the back court. Now they get it into the front court to James Tays. Back to Gilmore. Now to Tays. He's left wide open again. Same spot, same result.
3-pointer.
Got to put a body on Tays. He's got 9 points already on 3 of 4 from downtown. 32-17. Little Cyclones exploding out to an early lead. Marsden rejecting Sharon Wells that time, but got him with the body as well. That foul going to be called on Marsden.
Wells made a good shot fake up the top of the key. Lost Marsden to leave his feet.
Foul is on R9. 2-shot foul. Sharon Wells at the line.
Sharon Wells, easily the most aggressive player on the offensive end for North, and he got himself a trip to the line. First free throw is up and good. Cuts it down to a 32-18 lead for the Little Cyclones. Ames trying to improve to 7-1 on the season. Next shot up and good by Wells. He now has 7 points, and the game score 32-19. North continues that little bit, just a little bit of extended half-court trap is what it is. And Wells goes down in front of his own bench, trying to make the sideline trap. Ames looking into the offensive set, right towards it. Ross Marsden up and in. He's got 11 points already. 34-19 to score under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Ross Marsden did a good job there using his height differential to get easy baskets.
Dang with the ball. Gives it off to Wells in the corner. Working against Marsden. He has no fear of Ross Marsden and takes it right to the basket and up and under move, but no good on the reverse layup.
Ryan Keenest, 3 innings, 4 innings.
A little bit of a zone here maybe. Try to keep Marsden from that far out of position.
Inbounds pass gets inside to Brown, who drives all the way in himself. Count the basket and the foul. Nice take there by Ronnie Brown.
Well, I think that foul's going to go against Austin Armani.
Basket is good by Ronnie Brown.
It looked like he was set.
Foul is on Cadis, his
Cadis.
second. Brown
Ryan Cadis, that is his second. And Ronnie Brown will try to convert the three-point play. His free throw is up and good. He was able to do that. Cadis a little bit behind the play. He will take a seat now as Vance Downs goes back to his bench. David Newey now, that is, coming back into the ball game for the Little Cyclones. Arnott brings it into the front court, looking for Newey on the left side. Now finds it. 16-footer. Air ball. Dang takes away the rebound. Maybe rush that shot a little bit there with
He
Newey.
was open. It was a good decision to take the shot.
Collision on the baseline now as Dang drove the ball in. Looks like that's Mewey. Thought he had position, but got there just a touch late for the official. They will have the blocking foul on David Mewey. That is his first, the 5th team foul on the Little Cyclones. Dang triggers the inbounds pass for North. Finds Brown coming off a screen. Nice move to get loose, and his shot up and no good. Arnon takes down the rebound. Jordan Gilmore with the ball into the front court. Parrish calling for some defensive help. Now he gets it back up top to Mewey. Now back to Gilmore. Mewey looking for something inside to Arnott. Didn't like what he saw. Gives it back to Jordan Gilmore. Shakes his man with a pass fake. His shot up. No good. Rebound. Taken down by Sharon Wells of North.
We're still not paying much attention to taking Shays out of the his teammates need to find him up there.
Brown brings it into the front court. Back to Parrish. Now back to Brown. Brown leaves it off for Triplett. Triplett being guarded by Jordan Gilmore. Now to Sharon Wells. To Triplett, back to Brown, top of the key. Puts it on the floor with the left hand. Wild shot on the way up and good by Ronnie Brown. He just blew David Mewey out of his way there with his shoulder as he drove to the basket and got him in there for the 2-point bucket. Back down to a 10-point game now, 34-24. 4:10 to go in the first half. David Mewey with the ball in the front court for Ames. Tried to skip past to Tays. Tays was shooting before he ever had the ball and lost it off his sneakers. Back to North.
The pass was a little bit low and he kind of moved.
Nice spin move in the lane by Sharon Wells. Thought he was fouled by Ross Marsden. And the rebound taken back away by the Little Cyclones. Gilmore to Newey in the corner. Now back to Gilmore. To Tays, left alone again. Now the defense does finally rotate over, but Tays passed up the shot. Back to Gilmore to Newey in the corner. Back out of Tays on the right wing. To Arnott. Gilmore now left alone for a three on the left side. Too strong off the back of the iron. Rebound, tapped around. Ross Marsden kept it alive for David Newey. Back to Tays. Now he's got that wide open look. Same spot, and another three.
Timeout, Des Moines North.
We got a full timeout. We'll take a 1 minute break. You're listening to quarter of action here on 1430 KSI. Dan Welch, Matt James bringing you tonight's action of Ames versus Des Moines North in this CIML doubleheader. Ames side girls were winners in the opener. Boys trying to repeat the feat in the nightcap. But Raynell Parrish is going to have something to say about that. He knocks down a three to cut it back down to a 10-point lead for the Little Cyclones, 37-27. 2:58 to go here in the first half. Aggressive trap being shown there by North that time. Newey picked up his dribble, left it for Jordan Gilmore. Now to Tays. Now back to Gilmore. North doing a nice job of making Ames extend their defense out way beyond the perimeter at this point, but leaving those perimeter shooters open, as was Gilmore again that time. Leaves it up for Newey. Now back to Gilmore. Inside to Austin Arnaud. We're going to have Dang on the back with a foul. Arnaud was getting pushed in the back as soon as he caught that ball.
I'm not real sure who wanted that foul to be called.
Foul is on Dang, his second.
It was Newey knocked down the jumper on the baseline, but it will not count. And that will be the 15th foul on North. The second team foul on Dang as Litweiler checks back into the ball game and allowing Ross Marsden to take a seat. Jordan Gilmore with it, finds Tays wide open in the corner. Three-pointer off the screen, no good. And rebound taken down by Ronnie Brown of North. North brings it into the front court. The left-hander takes it all the way to the basket again and count the basket and foul.
Ronnie Brown with the basket. The foul is on Litweiler.
Didn't have a good look at it, but didn't look like a good shot.
Call the foul on Nick Litweiler. He was a little late over in getting position, and Ronnie Brown will shoot the free throw. No good. And the shot taken, the rebound taken down by Jordan Gilmore of the Little Cyclones. To Newey in the corner, now back to Gilmore. 2 minutes now remaining in the first half. 37-29 to score. Back down to a single-digit lead for the Little Cyclones. They've led by as many as a dozen in the first half here of this ball game. Arnott gives it back now to Gilmore. Gilmore puts it on the floor to Arnott. This shot is up and good. Nice move. Count the basket and the foul. Arnott will go to the free throw line.
Basket by Austin Arnott. Foul is on Damian Triplett.
Call the foul on Damian Triplett. His first. The 16th foul on North. Free throw no good by Arnott. Rebound taken down by the Polar Bears. Right comes right again. I think we're going to have it off. No. I thought we had to have an offensive foul that time. Brown was out of control coming down the lane, but we still have another block on the Little Cyclones.
That was the definition of the player control foul right there. Leading into the defender with his shoulder, out of control, didn't really have that much control of the basketball, and foul is called on James Tays.
Foul is on
Tays, that is his first, and Ronnie Brown could shoot a 1-and-1. First free throw up and good for Brown. Yeah, Brown definitely out of control as he came through the lane that time. He's gotten away with a couple tonight, but that one pretty blatant. He was out of control, but he will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1, and he knocks them both down to get it back down to an 8-point lead.
Unfortunately, there was the official on the baseline. Really didn't have a good deal.
North doing a nice job with their trap that time, almost forced a turnover. Now Ames has got to get it into the front court. They don't. No, they're going to call. We had a 30-second timeout called. Vance Downs heads up timeout there by Downs. Saw his team was in trouble in the backcourt.
Good call by Vance Downs. I think he cheated himself out of the court.
Definitely did on that possession. This time the Little Cyclones trying to work it into the front court. Now do get it into the front court and find a wide open Ross Marsden underneath the basket. He lays it up and a nice pass ahead that time by Newey.
I think maybe some of the Ross Marsden fans are
The defense did get over in time to force the layup, but up and in still counts as 2 points for Ross. It extends it back out to a 10-point advantage. 41-31 coming up on a minute to play here in the first half. Lonnie Brown gets a look at a long three-pointer, air ball, and Jordan Gilmore came down with the rebound and dribbled it right off the back of James Tay's leg. North triggers the ball down into the front court. Dominique Parrish has it at the top of the key, gives it off to Sharon Wells on the right wing. He pulls up from the elbow jumper off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound taken away by David Mewey. Jordan Gilmore now with it in the front court for Ames. Under a minute to play in the first half. 41-31 your score. Ames leads by 10 over the North Polar Bears. Mewey with it on the right wing. Ames looks like they're going to be content for one last shot here heading into half. Now Taves with it. Way out, away from the basket. Back to Gilmore. Gilmore to Mewey in the corner. Back to Gilmore, puts the ball on the floor, now back to Mewey. Mewey gets it inside to Arnott. Arnott attacks the basket, his shot up no good, gets his own rebound, right back and sticks the rebound.
Does not ever give up on a shot.
And sticks that one back to extend the lead back out to a dozen, matching Ames' biggest lead in the game. North will now hold for one last shot as we head toward 5 seconds left. Ronnie Brown almost losing the handle on the ball. Pulls up for a three-pointer and knocks it down. And that'll be it for the half. Ronnie Brown's three gives him 17 points in the first half. 43-34 your score at the half. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more. You're listening to Ames High Little Cyclone Boys Basketball right here on 1430 KASI. Here's Ames trying to win the second half of the doubleheader tonight. Of course, the girls victorious in the opener of our doubleheader tonight. In the second half, David Mewey right in front of us getting ready to trigger the ball in on the offensive set for the Little Cyclones. He finds James Tays on a baseline cut, and Mewey gets it back from Tays and sets up the Little Cyclone offense. David Mewey starting off on the point guard position in the second half here. Finds Tays on a skip pass, all alone again. Another three off the mark, but right back was Austin Arnon with the putback.
Tays open for the three-pointer. Excellent screen by
If he hadn't hit the rim, I'd have given him another assist. Right there with a block shot, a two-handed block shot. Ross Marsden rejecting Sharon Wells and takes it right away. And the Little Cyclones come back with the ball on the offensive end. Cadis with it on the right wing, gives it to Marsden. Back to Cadis, all alone, a long two on the baseline, off the mark. Rebound controlled by North. Here comes Ronnie Brown with it in the front court for the Polar Bears. He gives it inside to Dominique Parrish. Trying to find some room against Marsden, can't find it, gives it back to Deng. Deng's pass taken away by Tays, knocked to Arnaud. Arnaud comes up with it, gives it back to Tays into the front court. Now Mewey with it, setting up the Little Cyclone half-court offense. Long pass now to Tays. Ames really looking to slow the pace down of the game here as we start the second half. Mewey back to Tays. Tays thought about a shot, perhaps then gives it to Cadis. Skip back, pass back to Mewey. Mewey puts it on the floor, back to Tays. Left him room again, but can't find it again. He's 0 for 2 here in the second half, but that was Cadis right there on the rebound with the putback for his first points of the night.
Nice putback by Cadis there to open up the scoring for himself here in the second half.
47-34 now your score. First 4 points of the second half going to the Little Cyclones. Dominic Parrish now. A tough shot over Ross Marsden. It hits. I think Parrish really using his quickness there to get a turnaround, get some room. David Mewey, nice job beating the half-court trap there, getting into the front court. Pass off to Marsden, touch pass to Arnaud, puts it up and in, and he'll go to the line to shoot a free throw.
Nice pass from there by the Little Cyclones. Heads-up play by David Mewey.
Fouls on Ronnie Brown, his second, Arnaud shooting one.
It was almost a right-side triangle there by the Little Cyclones as Mewey drove it in, kicked it off to Arnaud. Arnaud the touch, or to Marsden, that is, excuse me. The touch pass to Arnaud, and he converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Austin now 15 points in the contest to lead the scores for the Little Cyclones. 50-36, back up to a 14-point lead for Ames. Right to work inside again goes Parrish. Parrish kicks it out to Ronnie Brown. Brown puts it on the floor with the left hand. Nice spin move up underneath Ryan Cadis. Slick move by Ronnie Brown to put in the bucket. Cadis with it in the front court, now back to Arnaud. Back to Cadis on the right wing. It's Arnaud in the corner. Gets it into Marsden. Right to work goes Ross. He puts it up, no good, but he's fouled.
Foul is on Gatlock Dang. His third, Ross Marsden shooting 2.
Marsden's first free throw up and good. That foul charge to Gatlock Dang of the North Polar Bears. That is his third personal as Triplett checks back into the ball game. He replaces, that is Dominique Parrish taking a seat. And it's the second free throw by Ross Marsden up and good. He now has 15 points, 15 apiece for Austin and Ross to lead the scoring for the Little Cyclones. A nice give and go there for North. Finds an opening for Dang on the right side. Passes up the shot, puts it on the floor, gives it back to Sharon Wells. His three-pointer off the mark. Triplett tacks down the rebound in the corner, gives it back to Brown. Another three, good by Ronnie Brown.
I'll tell you what, they're just going to keep shooting. Pretty impressive totals by them.
Putting points on the board. Both teams 52-41 now your total. David Mewey does a nice job of beating the trap again, but there was Triplett for some help. He gets a 2-on-1 break going the other way off the steal. Dang puts it up and in.
30-second timeout, Ames.
Vance Downs didn't like what he saw there by the defense. High risk, could be high reward as it was that time, converting to the easy basket on the other way, but this can lead to easy baskets on both ends. Now they do go to the middle, which is where the press goes, but they do break it easily into the front court. A pass from Arnaud to Marsden, who lays it right up and in.
Ross Marsden with the basket.
Much better job with the press back. Just like we said, going to the middle of the floor and giving themselves more options.
Right back comes Wells of North. His shot, an acrobatic shot up and no good. Rebound taken down by Jordan Gilmore, who's now checked back into the game for Ames High. Gilmore gives it to Cadis, immediately puts it on the floor in the left wing. Lost his dribble, now gets it back, finds Arnaud in the corner. Arnaud drives in, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line once again.
Good move there by Austin Arnaud. He recognized the defense's second.
Foul is on Sharon Wells, his second.
Option that was left there for Sharon Wells.
Arnaud shooting 2.
Sharon Wells' second foul, and I think Austin Arnaud and Alexa McGrory are going to be able to compare bruises tomorrow.
Well, they're both finding themselves on the floor an awful lot of teams.
Arnaud's first free throw is too strong off the back of the iron. He misses that one. Not happy with himself there. He takes a step back off the lane. Arnaud, Cadis, Ross Marsden, Jordan Gilmore, James Tays on the floor right now for the Little Cyclones as they hold on to that double-digit lead. The second free throw also off the mark for Austin Arnaud. 54-43 your score. Coming up on 4:15 to go in the third quarter. Triplett gives it to Sharon Wells in the corner. Wells back to Triplett. Triplett tries to drive, then gets a screen, finds it up and shot on the baseline. Nice shot by Triplett. His first basket of the game, cuts it back down to single digits. 54-45 is your score. Now Tays has it in the front court. Back to Gilmore. Now to Cadis in the left wing. Now work the ball around the perimeter. James Tays wide open once again. Gets every bit of the rim, but comes back out. Boy, that ball was halfway down before it came back out.
At least halfway down. Tays not coming out quite as hot the second half. He has gotten some good looks, but hasn't
Hasn't been able to knock one down yet in the second half here. Ryan Cadis picks up his third foul on the loose ball and the rebound. He'll take a seat. David Mewey comes back into the Cyclone lineup. Raynell Parrish with the ball. Ready to trigger it inbounds. How about 22 points? 22 of the 45 points were North scored by Ronnie Brown. Dang with it into the front court, gives it back to nice no-look pass by Wells inside to Dominic Parrish, but couldn't find the shot. Slick pass inside, but they couldn't convert the layup. And the ball comes back to the Little Cyclones. Tays with it in the front court. Way out, Little Cyclones slowing the pace down once again. Mewey with it in the corner, now back to Gilmore. No look pass to Arnaud. Back to Mewey, left-hander from the baseline is good. 5 points for Mewey now on the baseline jumper. Back comes North. In the front court, Triplett has it for Sharon Wells. Wells puts it on the floor, drives in, nice dish inside to Parrish, but he couldn't find it on the short basket.
Another great rebound for Austin Arnaud.
Back into the front court comes Ames. Arnaud calling for the ball, now gets it, three-pointer, top of the key, no good. Rebound taken down by Gatlock Dang of North. Inside, Sharon Wells comes right back to it. His shot in the paint, no good. Rebound taken down by James Tays. Boy, North getting some good looks, but just can't convert on those shots as Ames brings it back into the front court.
Well, he's taking the ball right at Rock Martin. It's kind of a question of offensive strategy.
They're getting some good shots. They're just not falling right now as Austin Arnaud gets a good look at a shot on the baseline. Comes in, layup no good. Rebound right there for Ross Marsden. Puts it back in. Marsden now 19 points in in the game. 58-45, back out to a 13-point lead for the Louisville Cyclones. Dang with it on the right wing. Gives it back to Wells. Wells, now Raynell Parrish, three-pointer. Got it. 2 threes for Raynell Parrish. He's got 6. Gets it back down to a 10-point game. Coming up on 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Oh, much better job on the trap that time by North. Gets things tied up. And no, we're going to have a foul. Okay. Yep, that's the call. As Litwiler checks back in, giving Austin Arnott a well-deserved rest as he takes a seat. Jordan Gilmore triggers the ball inbounds, looking for Ross Marsden now, gets it into it. Back to Mewey on the right wing. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Now Taves, top of the key. Holding, looking for some help, puts it on the floor, gives it to Litwiler in the corner. Now back to Taves. Taves dribbles, now is being guarded closely by Ronnie Brown. Gave it back to Litwiler. He took steps as he caught the ball. And the turnover sends it back to North. Under 2 minutes to play at a 10-point ball game. Dang with the ball in the front court on the right wing. Puts the ball on the floor, being guarded by Litwiler. Now picks up his dribble, gives it up to Sharon Wells. He drives in. Tough move with the left hand. Goes up, no shot, no good on the shot. He got the body foul from, I believe, James Taves. Second foul on Taves. Just the second team foul this half on the Little Cyclones. Much less physical game here in the second half, as far as the foul totals are concerned anyway. As Sharon Wells' first free throws off the mark. 7 to play here in the third quarter. Dan Welch, Matt James bringing you the action tonight on 14:30 KASI. Second free throw up and good. Sharon Wells gets it back down to single digits. Boy, North seems to be able to get it to that 9-point range, but can't quite get over the hump as Ames takes the ball back, holding it in the backcourt with the 9-point lead. Minute 19 to play in the third quarter. Gilmore now gets it in the front court, loses the ball against that North trap. Right back comes North. Wells leaves it off to Ronnie Brown. A nice pass, a nice fake. No dribble. Ronnie Brown lays it up and in. And they are over that 9-point hump now, cutting it down to a 7-point lead of the Little Cyclones. North not going away here in the second half as we head under a minute to play in the third quarter. Jordan Gilmore with it in the front court. Now to Taves. Taves to Marsden in the lane. Gives it back up to Gilmore. Gilmore takes a 3 right away. Short off the front of the iron. Ross couldn't control the rebound, tapping it around, loses it to Triplet of North. Now heading toward 30 seconds left in the third quarter. North building some momentum here late in this third period. Ronnie Brown now holds it, top of the key, working against Taves. Puts it on the floor, leaves it out for Triplet. Triplet now brings it back out to Dang. Looks like North holding for a last shot of the quarter. Ronnie Brown has it in the midcourt circle. Backs it way back out as we head toward 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Now the clock does hit 10, 58-51 your score. North with the ball, trailing by 7. Now Brown pulls up for a 3 and stuck it right in the face of James Taves to knock it down to a 4-point advantage. No shot for Ames, a 4-point game as we head into the fourth quarter. You're hearing it right here on Ames. High Little Cyclone basketball, 14:30 KASI. That was a shot right there. Getting ready, and if they're anything like the first 3 quarters, we're in for a good fourth quarter here. North has battled back in the third quarter, cutting back a 9-point halftime deficit to a 4-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. North with the ball, down by 4. Ronnie Brown with it on the top of the key, now drives in, tries a tough shot in the lane against about 3 Ames defenders, no good. We have a foul on the rebound. I think Austin Arnold got fouled.
Fouls on Dominic Parrish, his second.
Austin squinting a little bit, may have taken a finger to the eye there as they were fighting for that ball. The foul on Dominic Parrish is his second. Just the 4th team foul. Neither team in any kind of foul trouble here in the second half. 58-54 your score, 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Ames with the ball and the 4-point lead. Jordan Gilmore gives it to Taves on the right wing. Now back to Gilmore. Now to Cadis. Cadis getting some big minutes tonight for the Little Cyclones. His skip pass intercepted by, that is Triplet. Triplet thought about a fast break, now pulls it out to set up the offense. Gives it to Dang. Dang skips it over back to Triplet on the left wing. Now wants some help, wants to get it inside to Dominic Parrish, thought better of that, and tried to get it to Sharon Wells. Pass knocked out of bounds by James Taves. It'll stay with North. 7:05 to play in the ballgame.
aggressive here on both ends of the floor.
7 minutes now to go. 58-54 the score. Triplett with the ball being guarded by Gilmore. He gets a screen and leaves it off for Dang. Dang now back to Triplett. Back to Sharon Wells in the corner. Now they do go inside into Parrish, and he's going right to work on Ross Marsden. And Ross Marsden says, put it back where you found it, son. Watch the shot. Case tried to save it in bounds, but loses it to North.
Big block there by Ross Marsden. Ames fans enjoying it.
I think the key that time was Ross Marsden just kept his feet. A nice move there by Parrish, but Ross kept his feet and was able to stay home to block the shot. A three-pointer off the mark for North. Rebound taken away by Jordan Gilmore of the Little Cyclones. Gilmore into the front court. Now to Tays. Tays holds. Gives it back to Gilmore, now to Marsden at the top of the key. Now back to Tays, another look at a three. Air ball that time. Boy, as hot as James Tays was in the second half, or the first half, that's how cold he is here in the second half.
He is probably taking about 5 3-pointers here in the second half. Has not hit a single one of them. That one being
58-54 your score coming up on 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Still no scoring here in this third quarter. Triplett with it in the front court for North. North trying to pull off the upset here tonight. Dang with it now the top of the key. Triplett now puts it on the floor, drives the left side of the baseline. Nice pass off for Sharon Wells. Head fake, shot up. Tried to go for a shot. No good. He was handcuffed by Austin Arnaud before he got a chance. We'll see if they call this on the floor or shooting. Two shots for Sharon Wells.
Sharon Wells at the line for North. 2 shots.
Ronnie Brown is wearing Ryan Catus like a shadow on the offensive end of the floor.
You see it as that is Raynell Parrish checks back into the ball game. And we have a lane violation on North. For the shot on the shooter, he crossed the line. And if I'm reading my box score right, Matt, North has only gone 6 deep tonight in this ball game. Triplett, the only player off the bench who's come in. So they're really getting production out of that starting lineup. With Triplett with 2 points, but mostly coming out of the starting lineup tonight. Not a lot of depth for North. Ross Marsden's 15-footer, no good, but he slides right back in, hits his own rebound, and gives us the first scoring here in this fourth quarter. 60-54 your score now, coming up on 5.5 minutes to go. Right back comes Wells with a three-pointer for North, no good. Arnaud right there for the rebound.
Gilmore. About how Ross Marsden was tipping rebounds to his own players. That time it was Austin Arnaud back to Marsden.
Arnaud now has it back in the corner, skips it to Tays. Tays puts the ball on the floor, being guarded by Parrish. Raynell Parrish, that is, gives it to Gilmore. Now to Arnaud in the corner, back to Gilmore. Back to Arnaud, puts the ball on the floor, drives the lane, no shot. We got a foul on the floor, heard the slap from here. That'll be charged on Sharon Wells. That'll be his third.
On Sharon Wells.
We're wearing headphones.
His
That was a
third.
big one.
Just the 15th foul on in the half for the North Polar Bears. They still have 1 foul to give. Ames still with 3 fouls to give. Just 3 team fouls as we head toward 5 minutes left in the ball game. The refs letting them play in the second half of this ball game tonight. They called things a little tighter in that first half, much tighter in the girls' game, but they're letting them play here in the fourth quarter. Gilmore puts the ball on the floor now. He was left all alone. Got a nice look at a long 2 and knocked it down. Nothing but net gives Jordan Gilmore 5 points now in the ball game and extends it back out to an 8-point lead for the Little Cyclones. North still looking for their first basket here in the fourth quarter after a scrappy effort in the third that got them right back in the ball game. No shot. We got a foul on the floor against Ames. That's just the 14th foul on the Little Cyclones. Just the first team foul on Jordan Gilmore. 4:42 remaining. North will trigger the ball in under their own basket. It'll be Gotlock Dang with the ball. And he gives it off to Sharon Wells. Wells puts the ball on the floor. Drives in for a shot, no good. Fouled with the body by Taves.
Well, as much as they were letting him play here in the last few minutes.
I spoke too soon.
On James Tays, his third.
Let it go a little too fast into this.
Sharon Wells shooting 2.
They turned the nut and tightened her right back up here for these final 4.5 minutes. That is the third foul on Taves. Sharon Wells' first free throw, up and good. That is,
Both teams with 5 team fouls here in the second half.
that I believe is Sharon Wells' first scoring of the second half. No, check that, he does have the other free throw. He's got 10 points now, that'll make that 11 with the third free throw. Just 3 points here on free throws in the second half. 6-point game, 62-56. Ames breaks the pressure, gets it into the front court. Ames has the ball in the 6-point lead. 4:15 to go in the ballgame. Gilmore gives it back to Taze. Taze to Marsden. Now back to Taze. Now to Cadis. Took down to see where he was on the floor. Gives it up now on a skip pass to Jordan Gilmore. Gives it off to Arnaud in the corner. Back to Gilmore. Ball fake. Now puts it on the floor again. Gives it to Arnaud to the baseline. Loses the handle, but he was grabbed by Gatlak Dang as he took the ball into the basket. And that is 4 fouls of Gatlak Dang. And we talked about the lack of depth for North. This is how they can out of practice have people get in foul trouble.
Well, absolutely. Like I said, they've only gone 6 deep for this entire game. Gatlak Dang now really afraid if they want to lose, especially if they want to score.
Cadis with the shot up, no good on the inbounds pass. Right there was Ross Marsden with the offensive rebound and the putback. 23 points now for Marsden. Dang, 3-pointer off the mark on the other end. James Case comes down with the rebound. Took a hand to the face there. The Ames student section did not like that on the rebound. No call, and back comes Ames at the offensive set. Taze. Now to Gilmore. Working between the circles. Now to Cadis on the right side. Cadis puts it on the floor. Picks up his dribble. And we got a whistle. And I think that's going to be a hand check. Looks like on Triplett.
Fouls on Damian Triplett, his second.
And in the bonus, Ryan Cadis goes to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 with 3:28 to go. Cadis, his first free throw, up and good. Cadis now ready for his second free throw, trying to put the lead back up to double digits for the Little Cyclones. Free throw off the mark. We talked about it again. Another tap for an offensive rebound by Ross Marsden, but the ball gets away from Cadis, and North comes back with it. James Taze tried to get a steal on the other end, and he hit it out of bounds.
That's exactly what got it to Cadis. Unfortunately, of course, no corridor right there to take it away.
Lonnie Brown back with the ball in the offensive set, loses the handle on it. Fortunately for him, Sharon Wells right there to pick it up. Wells now drives in, jump stop, and we have a foul on Ames.
We have talked a lot about the officiating tonight, Dan. The referee on the baseline called that one. It was up near the top of the key.
Fouls on James Taze, his fourth.
It looked a bit like a travel.
David Hughes, 3 points.
We would just like to see him all play these last 3 minutes.
David Mewey now checks back into the game as James Taze takes a seat. That was his 4th foul on Taze. Sharon Wells has it on the baseline. Shot up and good. Nice move on the baseline by Wells. Give Wells now 13 points in the ball game. He and Ronnie Brown combining for 40 of the team's 58. Ames boosts the pressure into the front court. Mewey has it. And takes it in with the left hand. I think he's fortunate that he did not see Sharon Wells behind him. I think he'd have been too scared to put the ball on the floor. Wells came flying, and Mewey just ducked under it, put the ball on the floor, and laid it in with the left hand. Before we get to your point, Matt, I want to say on the inbounds pass there, what happened? We have a timeout on the floor right now on the inbounds pass. The North player took the ball out of bounds and stepped over the baseline again, turned it right back over to Ames, and Ames, we have a tap to a 9-point lead, 67-58 your score, 2:47 to play in the ballgame. Gilmore now needs some help getting it in on the baseline, now does to Cadis. Cadis back to Gilmore. Gilmore runs right back up to the top of the key and is fouled by Ronnie Brown going for the steal.
Fouls on Ronnie Brown, his third. Jordan Gilmore shooting 1-and-1.
Free throw no good by Gilmore. Dang with the rebound on the 1-and-1. Here comes Sharon Wells into the front court. He pulls up a shot. Marsden may have got a piece of it, at least changed it, and the rebound comes down to Austin Arnott. Here comes Gilmore. Under 2.5 to go now in the game. 67-58 your score. Little Cyclones have the ball in the 9-point lead. Cadis picks up his dribble, gives it back to Marsden. Marsden inside to Arnott. Nice pass inside. Count the bucket and the foul.
Assist from Marsden.
Shot up, but it fell. What an athletic play by Austin Arnott.
The thing that made that play for Austin that time, he got so deep in his position.
Fourth foul on Wells.
He was so deep before he even got the ball from Marsden that if you just get a move and get the ball up, you're going to have a much better shot at a basket. And he put it up and in and knocks down the free throw as well for Austin Arnott. Give him now 18 points on the ball game. The foul charged to Sharon Wells. That is another player with 4 fouls for North. So they're getting in some dangerous foul trouble. Are the Polar Bears still only going 6 players deep, even with the foul trouble? Brown brings it in the front court. 70-58 your score. Little Cyclones lead it by a dozen coming up on 2 minutes to play. Brown with the ball in the left wing, now gives it to Deng on the top of the key. Gives it to Triplett back on the wing. Triplett being guarded by Gilmore. And you're right, even away from the ball, Ronnie Brown is wearing Ryan Cadis like a shirt right now. Triplett left alone in the three-pointer and knocked it down. Concentrate defensively that much on two players in the backcourt. Somebody's going to get open. That time it was Triplett. I think they'll let Triplett beat him at this point. Marsden with the ball now to Jordan Gilmore on the left wing, being guarded by Brown. Brown having to be careful with those 4 fouls. In fact, that 3 fouls on Ronnie Brown. Ryan Cadis gets some nice penetration, leaves it off for that was Gilmore. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Ames. Ronnie Brown doesn't like the call.
James Cadis checks in the Ames lineup.
Ronnie Brown not able to shake off his defender and getting open looks. Only going 6 deep though. These guys in front of his eyes.
I think you saw it right there on the defense on the inbounds pass. Ross Marsden left all alone and lays it up and in off the inbounds pass. He's now got 25 in the ball game. Brown takes it into the basket, gets Marsden up in the air and got the foul as he hits the deck. 2 free throws coming for Ronnie Brown. Just the second foul in the game on Ross Marsden.
On Marsden, his first. Ronnie Brown shooting 2.
With a free throw on the way. First of 2 coming for Brown. Up and good. 28 in the ball game now for Ronnie Brown. Second free throw. 1:06 to play. Try to cut it to a single-digit lead again and does. Now 29 for Brown. 72-63 your score. Coming up on just a minute to go in the ball game. Little Cyclones with the ball and the lead. Austin Arnaud pulling things way back out. Gives it to Jordan Gilmore coming out to the top of the key. He's being guarded very closely by Brown, way out away from the basket. Now gives it back to Taze. Taze trying to find his three-point touch in the second half. Can't do it. 72-63 still your score. Now under a minute to go in the ball game. North needs some quick baskets here if they're going to try and get back in this game. Ronnie Brown loses the handle on it. Now gets it to Triplett in the corner. Three-pointer almost blocked. Maybe did get a piece of it. Did Jordan Gilmore. Shot missed. Now Ames with the ball. And the 9-point lead. 30 seconds to play in the ball game. It looks like Ames is going to be able to survive the upset attempt by the North Polar Bears. As
Fouls on Ronnie Brown, his 4th.
A little too aggressive bringing that ball up the court. Too eager to get themselves into that trapping situation.
Ross Marsden.
Jordan Gilmore will shoot the 1 and 1. Don't check that. Don't shoot 2. That is the 10th team foul on North. And I think North's just they're going to have to just play it out at this point. They can't foul. They've got nobody that can foul unless they start going to their bench, and they've shown no signs of doing that tonight. As Gilmore's first free throw is off the mark.
Now at this point, this is a 3-possession game with 25 points. They really just need to pull it back and just get out of here tonight.
Gilmore's second free throw up and good. Back up to double digits. 6 points now for Jordan Gilmore. North is going to go right to work on the offensive end, and Ryan Cadis isn't going to let this thing end just yet. He fouls Brown with the body.
His 4th. Ronnie Brown shooting 1 and 1.
Better job on Ronnie Brown here in the fourth quarter there. I think that's probably what that was a function of. Not so much that Ryan Cadis really wanted to put that foul, but keeping up with the challenge from the coach, keeping working on that.
Playing very tight on Ronnie Brown tonight. His first free throw is up and good. Make it an even 30 for Ronnie Brown tonight. Second free throw rattles in, good. He's got 31 points in the ball game, 73-65 your score, 8-point lead, full court press now, and he just fouled out. They had the trap on the baseline, full court press. Ronnie Brown disappointed in himself as he fouls out of this game. Try to reach in on the inbounds pass.
Impressive effort here tonight by Ronnie Brown. Senior leader.
Ryan Cadis at the line for Ames.
Showing the way tonight. An excellent job of keeping his team in the game.
Got to take your hat off to Ronnie Brown's effort tonight. Finishes with 31 points, getting some hugs from his teammates as he heads to the bench. Checking into the ball game to replace him is looks like Shoal Shea. Checks back in for the Polar Bears. His first appearance on the night. Cadis' first free throw, up and good. 74-65 your score. And gets the second free throw as well. Back up to a 10-point game with 17 seconds left. Shea lets the ball roll in all the way to half court. Now picks it up as he's guarded by Cadis. Takes it all the way to the basket. Ryan Cadis Gets a block shot coming from behind. Shea recovers, gives it back to Triplett. His three is blocked, but Jordan Gilmore got him on the head, and we're going to shoot 3 free throws.
Fouls on Jordan Gilmore, his second. Amy Triplett at the line, shooting 3.
10.2 seconds left here with a 10-point deficit. Probably not going to change the game, but not a foul.
Never like to see fouling jump shooters, especially from three-point land. Triplett's first free throws up and good. Second one on the way. Rims out. 75-66 your final. 10.2 ticks to go. Ames trying to put the finishing touches on their 7th victory of the season. Second free throw good for Triplett. 75-67 now your score.